Isn't it beautiful? Seeing the irregulars fight so desperately for their lives, watching my men execute them, basking in the warm glow of the destructive flames cast by my magnificent beast. All we need now is a glass of wine to forever cement this wonderful moment in history. Too bad we don't have any time left for that. I need to implement the final step in completing Operation Nero. Which is where you come in, my loyal subject. Are you ready to see what part you play in this plan? Aw, that's adorable. You actually believe you have a choice. I'm sorry, but this needs to be done. What? Did you think I was going to use this on you? No, that gun is meant to be used on me. That's right. Your role in this plan is to kill me and become the true ruler of this land. Okay, stop. Take a deep breath and exhale slowly. Good. Now let me explain why this is happening. As you know, I've committed many atrocities throughout my rule as king. The amount of pain and suffering I've caused so many innocent lives to experience is absolutely deplorable of me. Adults, teenagers, kids, it didn't matter. All that mattered was making sure I kept up this false persona of a king who truly hated the world. A king who wanted to burn everything to the ground and recreate it from its ashes. But I never wanted to choose this path. I never wanted to harm anyone. I don't like killing people. I don't believe anyone's life should be taken so easily because of something trivial like their race or their gender or their bloodline. During my father's rule as king, he would always talk about how he would enslave the entire world because he saw every individual who wasn't a part of his kingdom as an irregular. Even the monarchs of other kingdoms were seen as irregulars simply because they refused to submit under my father's rule. Father hated this. He loathed those who believed they were his equal. So, as a way to show his power to the world, he slaughtered every single person in the kingdom of Desis. And I don't mean that he killed a good majority of them and stopped when they surrendered. He made sure there wasn't a single soul left in that kingdom when he attacked. Upon winning the battle with the kingdom of Desis and claiming it as his own, the other kingdoms began closing off partnerships, trading docks, and even cut off close friendships with each other. Because they believed that if my father could commit such horrific sins amongst innocent people, who's to say another monarch won't do the same? This all happened before I was born, before my mother. Do you want to know why I resent my mother so much? Why I curse her name and wish for her to be dragged into the fiery depths of hell? It's because I found my mother's diary one day in the royal library and learned that she was the only survivor of Desis. She escaped being slaughtered by the High Order by covering herself in blood and the dead bodies of her family. Mother had a vindictive plan to assassinate my father after she seduced him enough to trusting her. But she lost track of her motives after becoming accustomed to a cushy life as a queen. She no longer cared about avenging her family or her people. Once my mother was killed by my father for being an irregular, and I killed him in his sleep, I made a vow on the day of my coronation to rid the world of all hatred and bring everyone together as one united kingdom. However, it was harder to achieve that dream when the other monarchs don't see you as a new leader, but the mistake of your malicious father. I was at a loss for options. If I couldn't achieve this dream, then nothing would change and the world would suffer the brunt of many pointless wars and deaths. So, I decided to become the one thing that everyone fears. I became just like my father. It was the only way I knew they would listen to me. I knew that if I made myself out to be the most hated person in the world, the other nations would throw away their petty differences and join forces to kill me. And look what's happening now. Everyone is fighting desperately to see my life come to an end. I guess that Operation Nero was a success. Well, it will be once you kill me. Sorry. I got so wrapped up in my own pity party that I forgot to explain why you're going to kill me. My reason for wanting this to happen is because you passed all my trials. On the day that you were captured and brought to me, I immediately knew that you were the one. I could feel your drive and motivation to change the world for the better was well past just murdering me and stopping the war. No, you wanted more. You want to help fix all the wrongs in this world. You want to stop this senseless hatred and death amongst each other. So I decided to keep you alive and test you each chance I got, just to see how strong your resolve was. I tested your decision-making skills when it came to killing one of your own kind. I tested your sanity whenever I did something horrific, and I tested your will to resist me corrupting you. You almost failed that one, though. I thought for sure I was going to have to kill you on the spot that day. Don't worry about being overwhelmed by figuring out how to be a just ruler to the world. I left behind a lot of documents and journals I wrote several nights just for someone like you to use once I was gone. Plus, you'll have individuals like Lieutenant Cass and Eris to help you figure things out if they get too hectic. Oh, the dragon? Don't worry. I had Court Mage Maxis create an elixir that enhances a creature's fighting capabilities by 10-fold. But it only lasts 30 minutes, and once the effects wear off, it will die. Just wait until you see it struggling to fight back and shoot it down with that pistol. I know you're a terrible shot, so I made sure to keep it fully loaded. Listen, I wish I had more time to explain everything else to you, but we're running short on time right now. The documents in my war room will have all the answers you need. Now let's get this over with. Look, I understand that this is a bit hard for you to do, but I promise that things are going to be okay. Don't worry about me. Besides, you wouldn't want me to use my fencing skills on you now, would you? Hey, thank you for being the greatest thing to come into my life. I truly mean it when I say, I love you.